Hey, and welcome to today. Today, I am going to take you along on a pantry restock because, frankly, we ate it all. Which is what a pantry is for, obviously, but our pantry, our fridge, and our freezer are looking very sad. There's not much in it other than a few items that I purchased that I don't actually really use. So I really need to figure out a way how I'm gonna use them. But other than that, we are basically out of everything. The only thing we still have is flour and just a few random bits and pieces here and there. But like I said, most of it has been eaten. So we need to restock our pantry. Now, the first thing I always love to do is make sure that everything is clean because I can put in a bunch of new things, but right now, everything is empty. So it's the easiest time to actually clean it. So that is what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna clean the fridge and I'm gonna clean my freezer because that is also empty. And I'm going to just have a quick look in my pantry, see what I need to clean. And I actually have a big box with onions and such, and that always gets messy. So I really need to make sure that that is clean too. So that is what I'm gonna do first. And then I am going to write my list and write down everything that we're missing. And then it is time to shop and restock the pantry. So let's clean the fridge first and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's look at our fridge and freezer. Now this is the fridge, obviously. And as you can see, it is not super empty, but that is because we have a bunch of condiments everywhere, which is also why I need to clean and organize this fridge because it is everywhere. There's something everywhere. Which is not really what I want my fridge to look like. Other than that, we have some leftovers. We have stuff for the pizza that we're having tonight, and that is basically it. It is empty other than a bunch of condiments. And that is actually the same thing with our freezer, which is down here. We have just a few pieces of meat. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I think we have like a few chicken breasts and some ground beef, and that's it. And then we have half a loaf of bread. Or half and a little bit, and a very dirty freezer. So it definitely needs to get cleaned. And this is just a bunch of random fruits, vegetables, ice cream, and all that. So I definitely need to organize that. I definitely need to clean it. So that is what we're gonna do first. And when I'm done with that, I actually know what we have and what we need. And so then I am going to create my list and we can go shopping and restock all the things because I really do love a stocked up fridge and freezer. So as you can see, it doesn't really take that long to clean the entire fridge because first off, it is empty and that really helps. So I actually do this very often, which is another thing that really helps to keep it clean. I do it often and when it's empty. So I just have to take a few things out, wipe it down and just put it back in instead of having to take a bunch of things out, check everything and then taking the entire afternoon just to deep clean the fridge because there are so many stains or milk that is looking disgusting, you know the drill. Because I do this really often, I really do this actually every single week before I do my grocery shopping. I just make sure I wipe down the fridge real quick. And another thing that really helps is I do groceries once a month or once a week. And that means that before I have to go grocery shopping, my fridge is getting really empty. And that just makes it really easy to clean it. So that is another thing that really helps. So grocery shop just once a week, do it. So clean it every single week and yeah, just stay on top of it. So anyway, time to do the freezer, which I don't do that often because it usually is full and I just don't want to take everything out and have a bunch of things defrosted. So I don't do that as often as I do the fridge. But because it's really empty right now, I'm just going to tackle it right away. I'm already cleaning, so why not? And then we have a clean fridge and freezer for all the new things that I'm gonna buy tonight when I do my grocery shopping. It was honestly just a bunch of breadcrumbs, so not that bad. Okay, so I remembered that the bottom drawer I actually did the other day because I rearranged our ice cream and I immediately cleaned the bottom drawer. So I don't have to do that. So we are done with this. Now let's make our shopping list. For my shopping list, I just like to add a bunch of staple items that help me to cook from scratch. So I don't like to purchase one specific spice that I only need for one dinner. I like to have a bunch of things on hand where I can just mix and match everything with each other and create a bunch of different meals. So I like to have different types of pasta, pesto, tomato sauce, onions. Those are really, I really use a bunch of onions and garlic. Those are things that I always have on hand. But just things like that. So rice as well, flour. And then for breakfast, I like to have oats, milk, yogurt. And then of course we need our protein or our meat. So I'm gonna purchase chicken breasts and ground beef. All those type of things are gonna help me create a bunch of meals because with ground beef, I can create a pasta dish. I can create a dish that is gonna, I don't know, I can make sourdough rolls and we're gonna have sloppy joe type of thing. I can put it on rice, or I can use the chicken for rice. I can use the chicken on bread. You can use it for all types of things. And I really like to have all those things on hand just so that I can come up with things that I want to eat. And I don't have to go to the grocery store often. Like I mentioned before, I go to the grocery store once a week. So I really want to make sure that all the staples are in my pantry and in my freezer or fridge. And yeah, I can just create whatever I want to. So that is what I'm going to put on my list. And then we are going to go shopping, which I'm going to do tonight because I really love shopping by myself. It is something that I love to do, just me, myself, and I in the grocery store, taking my time. And yeah, that is what we're gonna do tonight. But first I'm going to create my shopping list, and then we just have to wait before my husband comes home so I can go to the store. But that is what we're gonna do tonight. So we are in my car at the store. So it is time to get our groceries done and fill all that pantry. So let's go shopping.